Hello, it's Leah Simone with Intuitively Simone. Welcome back to our channel, a sacred space that is yours, mine, and the divine. We have another pick a card reading, you guys, and we have 3 piles to choose from. So we are going to be asking, what do they like about you? I'm going to be honest with you. I did already pre-pick these cards, and then the card representing like who is they, who's asking about you, or what it is that they like about you. And the energy already is coming through a little bit like predatory for each of these. So my intention was to highlight positive aspects, positive attributes within you. And I believe that that's going to come through. But I think that this is going to be more so a message of like awareness of the company you keep is what I just heard. Where these are elements within you or that you embody, encompass, that if you're not aware of the energy around you, or you're not aware of your own self, someone predatory can take advantage of this. So I guess this might come through kind of like how you can strengthen your defenses or what to look out for, that type of thing. I'm not sure. That's just the vibe that I'm getting. The other thing that I want to say is that I have already pre-shuffled these cards for the sake of time. So when I get to the pile, if you don't see an elaborate shuffle, then that's because I've already done so. Also, if you are a person that likes to pick based on the tarot deck, you can choose either by the cards or the tarot deck. So for group 1, we're going to be using the Light Seers tarot deck. All right. And the card that you have is a Rescuer. Excuse me. For group 2, we are using the Fountain tarot deck. And the card that you have is Virgin. All right, and then for group 3, we're going to be using the Moonchild tarot deck, which is my favorite right now. And the card that you have is Companion. So I'll have the picture of each of this archetypes and for you guys to choose from. And whatever pile or piles you're drawn to, I will meet you there. Okay, so group 1, let me describe your light first of all. I do want to just immediately say right off the bat, this message is coming through exactly as I anticipated. If you listen to the intro, where it's kind of giving you a heads up about someone around you, someone particular is the way that it's coming through around you, and why they like this aspect within you, and what you have here is Rescuer. So the light attribute says provides strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. And that's how your energy is coming through, right? the thing is, it's like the way that this message is coming through is like your tier, and I think it's going to be the same for each pile, where you're tipping into the shadow attribute, which is that you assume the rescued will reciprocate, and it keeps the rescued one needy, and that's showing all within these cards. So the person who the question is, what do they like about you? Whoever this they is, it's coming through. This may be like a grandparent. Or an older family member, an elder of sorts. If it's not a grandparent, it could be a parent, if you have like older parents, or an older caretaker provider. For some of you guys, I'm hearing that this might even be like a mother or father-in-law, like a parent-in-law. Okay, so the song that you have here is, when you are in the village, you are with your family, but remember, your family may not be with you. And that's exactly this energy, where it's like this feels like a family member that you provide for. So what it is that they like what do they benefit from this energy of yours? The Two of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, they're basically provided for you. It's like they have you to rely on. And this is coming through very codependent, where they find their happiness through you, not because of your general being, not because of this acting out of love with no expectation of reward. It's because of this. It's because you assume that they will reciprocate, and it's like they are aware of that, so they will show you what you need to see in order for you to continue to give to them. That's this Two of Cups energy. It doesn't, if it doesn't feel very good. It feels like I'm going to fake this. Let me be clear. I don't want to say that there's no love, because this is coming from, this feels generational, how this person functions. Like, this is how they were used to doing it when they were growing up. This is how they've seen, their elders do it. This feels generational. This person, whoever likes this about you, this older figure. So it's almost like embedded in them. I almost want to say that they don't know any better. And now I'm hearing you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So it's like this is already embedded in them. So if you felt like this is something that you can change about this person, you can't. And even if you could, it's not your responsibility, because you'll get played. And I'm not trying to, that's not a comment on you. That's a comment on how deeply embedded this is for this person, and how well established they are in this manipulative energy. In, like, I'm seeing emotional manipulation, making you feel guilty, or making you feel like they need you, making you feel needed, because the way that it's coming through is that it's that's like a pride point for you. You may be a masculine energy, where you feel confident, you feel good about yourself when you're able to provide, and that's not a bad thing. You just have to watch out for people like this, who will see that and then manipulate that, especially if you maybe are not so keen on energy and picking up on the subtle nuances in a person's manipulative tactics. This person is, I want to say, like, I'm hearing like well studied, like this person has seen this through the family line. You know what I mean? They know exactly what they're doing. And when it's the way that this person's energy is coming through, it's like once you have discovered their tricks, they recognize that you've discovered that, and they know how to switch it up and change it up so that it seems new and fresh and genuine to you, maybe because you haven't seen this particular aspect or this particular side of them. But it's not true. It's this, I almost want to say like this should be in reverse. It's like this false Two of Cups energy, where they're painting this pretty picture. Like everything is so great and we're reciprocal, but it's like they will be this kind, loving, uplifting, nurturing person, or you know what I mean, as long as they are receiving from you, as long as they can be in this Ten of Pentacles without having to do the work. Okay, so why do they like this about you? I'm moving a little bit too fast. This person, to talk a little bit more about this person is someone that you might provide for. So what's coming through is like you might pay their rent, or you might pay for, I want to say, their lifestyle in some way. I'm really getting an elder, and it's kind of like this elder feels like they've paid their dues and they can just sit back and they don't have to put in any effort or any work. And it's like, one, that's not your responsibility, but two, they haven't seem to put in much like effort or work in their lifetime in general, other than perfecting this manipulation tactic, which is like, how can this person is a classic victim. How can I be the victim in order to get someone else to take care of me so I don't have to do the work? Not only not do the work like to provide and care for themselves, but not do the work to heal themselves or to recognize this and change this over and to step into their own power. Do you know what I'm saying? This person should be a nurturing person. This person should have wisdom by now. And I don't want to say that they don't. I'm sure that they have wisdom. The realm of their wisdom, though, it feels dark and manipulative. You know what I mean? Like, their wisdom is not the type of wisdom that you probably would want someone to share with your child. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is how you get over on people. Like, you might be like, what are you, like, what? Or I don't know. Let me not speak for you. I don't know. But this doesn't feel like, if you have a life issue, this is the person you would want to go to, because this person may ultimately end up getting you in trouble with their wisdom, you know, because it's the wisdom of, like, I want to say self-preservation, but like on speed. You know, this is like, I'm getting crabs in a barrel energy, where it's like, we don't care who we have to step on or claw over or whatever. We just need to get to the top. It's that kind of energy. And you know, I'm not going to comment on that. You can choose how you feel about that perspective. This person is coming through in feminine energy. Okay. So what they don't want you to know, is they don't want, the reason why they like this and why they want to keep you here is because they don't want you to find your spark. When you find your spark, your inner light, your own light, and you can be led by your light, not by the influence of this person or any other person. When you can be led by your own light, and by the light of other people, not the shadows of other people, but the light of other people, they know that you're going to then step into your power, see them for who they are, and their fear is that they're going to be left out to fend for themselves, and that they're not going to have the ability to, because they have been in this, I want to say, like, they've been in this karmic cycle for so long that it's almost all they know. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's not to say, I feel like there are elements of this person where there's like wisdom that comes through, and it's sincere, it's genuine. There are moments where you're like, where you could probably, someone who doesn't understand energy, or I don't want to say understand, but someone that maybe doesn't readily pick up on energy, especially the nuances, and someone who kind of looks for like physical evidence to support whatever they might sense in an energy, you might not recognize it, because this is the type of person that they will drop some gems that's like, damn, that's dope, that's profound, that makes sense, that is helpful in life. But it's few and far between. And some of them are seated in, I just heard misery. Some of it is seated in misery. So, okay, let me explain that. The way that's coming through, where it's like, maybe someone is telling you, well, this specific quote that I heard from someone one time is coming through. This person is like, God, this person is really incredible. That's neither here nor there. They have profound wisdom, in my opinion. But they said that the quote is, which I thought was amazing. But anyways, the quote is, it's something along the lines of like, if everyone lines up on the street and throws out all their problems, they're going to look to the left, look to the right, see everybody else's problems, and decide to pick up their own and then go on about their day. Right? And it's like, there are some, so the reason why I said that is because this is the quote that's coming through to explain how this person is kind of like, they would drop that kind of wisdom, and it's profound. It seems helpful. It seems like, damn, okay, that makes sense. But it's rooted in misery, in the sense of like, this person is not used to having people, this person is not used to having people give them guidance or empower them. They're used to having to either manipulate someone to get their help, or to kind of like, yeah, like play victim is what I'm getting. It's rooted in misery. I don't know if I explained that well, but it's like, the reason why they have that quote is based on their experience or their lack of, because again, remember I was saying like, this person, I feel almost bad because this is like a person who they've learned this based on what they've seen around them, the generations before them. They have it honest. Do you know what I'm saying? And if this person hasn't had anyone to be a guiding light to show them anything differently, I mean, what choice do they have? I'm not trying to like justify or make excuses, because after we get to a certain point in our lives, to a certain age, to a certain maturity, we have to be accountable for ourselves and then take it into our own hands to heal these wounds and do differently and come out of our shadow elements. This person has not. They chose to stay in the shadow aspect because that's the easier thing to do, and they've been supported in that, in whatever way. And this is a person that doesn't feel uncomfortable playing the victim to get a handout, is what I just heard. You know, you have like, there are some people in the world that's like, it's like the opposite. You know, where they're like, I do not like having to ask for help because whatever reasons, you know. This is the person that's like, shit, you got a problem? All you got to do is, you know, put on some non-waterproof mascara and like whatever, something like that, you know, and then make yourself cry or something like that. It's like that. And the thing is, like, this person, in order to continue to secure their position with you, group one, anyone that may potentially be a light that gets close to you that threatens their position, if this other person shows any type of emotion towards you, any type of vulnerability, this person, this other energy, this Sheila Nagig energy, this older grandmother, we'll call her, will speak negatively about the outside influence that's showing vulnerability and say, if you pay attention, this person will show you their manipulation tactics by how they talk about other people. If you hear them say, oh, well, this person is just doing that because da-da-da, this person, that's how they think. That's how they function. That's how they operate. That's what they know. That's what they can see so clearly. I'm hearing real recognize real. You know what I'm saying? Like recognizes like. It's like, I mean, I feel like I don't have to explain that anymore. You know, so it's like, listen to how this person around you speaks. Pay attention to what they notice about other people. Pay attention to their demeanor and how it may or may not change when you say yes or no to their requests. Do you know what I'm saying? And I don't know. It's like, I feel like you're having like, I feel your energy kind of like light bulb, like epiphany, like, oh. Like, I just feel like I see you going back through scenarios and memories and kind of recounting like, okay, homie was faking that crisis or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, that is, oh, okay. So the bottom of the deck energy, you have the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. For why? They want you to stay in that position, not only because, you know, to benefit them, but also they don't want you to, because they have this fake Two of Cups with you. This is a codependency. This is not unconditional love. This is codependency. And they don't want you to step out and find you have King of Cups in reverse and Knight of Cups. They don't want you to make any type of moves, any type of love offers. This person is possessive of your energy, your time, your attention, your finances. It's like they're possessive of your creative energy. How can I explain this? It's like your ideas, this person may shoot you down and try to downplay like your ideas are not good, or tell you, you know, from this perspective that you shouldn't do certain things and make it seem like it's a bad idea or that it will be detrimental to you, but really it's because it threatens their position. If there's someone that you are pursuing or that you want to pursue, that you or even like an idea or something that you want to pursue that is going to ultimately separate you from this person, like for no particular reason, just because that's where your path is taking you, this person wants to like close that road as close to you as possible, if that makes sense. So if it's like this long, they want to like put that blockade as close to you, because the further you get down that road, the further away from them you get, and the more clarity you will receive about this person, this energy, especially if you're moving into this King of Cups energy, which is you are comfortable in your emotions, because again, they emotionally manipulate you. So for you probably do not like emotions because of your experience with them. You know what I mean? Like, you probably feel like emotions are turbulent and there's always some crisis or some fire you have to put out when emotions are expressed. So I'm feeling like you've avoided that, and you may think that particularly about women is the way that it's coming through. There's a lot of female imagery like in these cards and only one man. In the center, like there's a woman here, a woman here, a woman here, a woman here, and literally only one man. You may be responsible for an entire like community or family in some way. And it's like, again, I want to remind you, like, the light attribute is that you provide strength and support to others in crisis. You act out of love with no expectation of reward. But I almost want to say, like, I feel like the shadow attribute is highlighted, but not in the way that it's like you are conscious of it. You know what I mean? Like, this person perpetuates this belief to you as reality, as truth, that they need you and that they won't survive without you. The truth is, they don't even have to try. And again, there's like another energy. There's another person that's coming through that's like, will show you, because it's like another energy that's coming through that will show you the difference between this shadow, like this fake neediness. How do I describe this? Like the neediness in the sense of self-gain and the need of your support. Like, okay, let me just describe what I'm saying, where it's like this energy, they need you because they don't want to try. You know what I'm saying? They have no problem asking you because you'll provide, because you think that they're so weak and helpless and they can't do without you, so you'll provide. You know what I mean? Then there's this other energy who's hesitant to ask you for help. But if they're coming to you and asking you for help, it's because they legitimately need it. They are Five of Cups. They have put in the work. They have gone through and like worked themselves, as they've pushed themselves as far as they can on their own, and it's not making any progress. And now they're like near death, like depleted. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they're like as weak as this lamb at the bottom of here. And so it's like they need this lion strength from you. That's a legit need. And then that's the type of, because that type of energy will be a rescuer in their light attribute. So once they're able to regain their strength, then they can not only provide the strength for themselves, but also give that then to you. Because as a human being, you're a person too, you have needs. You know what I mean? We all have needs. We all have moments of feeling strong, and then we all have moments of feeling a little bit vulnerable and weak, you know? Anybody. So this person can then give that to you. This other energy that's over here, not so much. I feel like what they give you is not strength. It perpetuates toxicity. You know, whatever type of advice that they might give you or whatever type of guidance. And it's not, I don't feel like from this person over here that it's always intentionally malicious. If the way that it's coming through is like it's self-preservation. So how can I describe this? Yeah, it's self-preservation, honestly. Like yeah, because this is the boundary card. This person knows no boundaries. This person knows no boundaries because it's how they're able to continue to govern you and maintain control. The more they know about you, the more they know about your emotions, the more that you open up and share with them, the more they know how you're feeling, the more they know what you're thinking, the more they know what you're doing, the more control that they have over you and over the situation. Because they can play to, oh, well, just whatever. It's not good. It's not good energy. So, yeah. That is what I think I have for you here, group one. So that's what you have, to just be on the lookout for. Please don't beat yourself up. This is not what this reading is intended for, not to like tack you or tear you down or anything. It's just to highlight this is a great quality in you, and to nurture it, protect it, and be mindful, because this is an energy that can attract victims. Yeah. Like that, what is it? Like victim, rescuer, persecutor. Maybe look that up. But yeah, so again, I want to remind you, provide strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation or reward. So what's coming through is like when this person comes to you, maybe ask like, are they really, is this a crisis? You know what I mean? Like, is this person in a crisis? So that might be a way. I don't know. I don't want to like govern yourself as you see fit. You know, I'm not here to tell you what to do or not to do, but that is why what they like about you and why. So if that resonated, please feel free to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification, share, whatever it is that you do. I appreciate you being here and sharing your energy, and I will see you in the next reading. Thank you, group 1. Bye. Okay, so group 2, as I explained to group 1, if you didn't listen to the intro, the way that these readings are coming through is exactly as I suspected, where it was like highlighting your light attribute, and this is not to attack you or tear you down, but just to be mindful of people, sneaky people that are around you and why they like this certain attribute. This is not to encourage you to change it. You do as you choose. Sorry, was that? I just fixed my boob and I don't know if that was in camera. I hope not. Okay. I'm sorry. That's awkward. Okay, so anyways, what I was saying is, yes, so the way that it's coming through is to just be mindful because this is not to like attack you. This is not to tear you down. This is just to let you know that there are people who light attracts all kinds of things, even darkness. And so it's kind of that like heads up type of energy. Okay, so excuse me. What do they like about you? So first of all, you have this card here, which is maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. The shadow attribute is fear of intimate union. Okay. And I'm getting that this is, okay, let me slow down and back up. So first of all, your energy, the person when I was pulling these cards, I heard lying in wait. The person that is around you their energy is very masculine. Now but I want to say that like it may not necessarily be a man. I feel like this energy is very masculine, but this could be a very controlling, dominant, domineering mother figure, or it could be a man. It could be a paternal figure. So, okay, the way that your energy is coming through is, so for your songs, I got 2 songs for you. Your energy is coming through unsure, unsteady. And by that, I mean, it's unsteady in these 2, because there is a wound here that is a deep trauma. And I want to say that it's inflicted by this person who's looking at you or lying in wait. waiting for you to fall back into this shadow attribute, because right now you're maintaining symbolic purity of the heart and spirit, and you're good with that. But you've had experiences, right? The song that you have here is Pops would say once you're bitten by a snake, the paranoia make you pop a lizard in the face. And that's like the energy that they're waiting for you to slip into. In genuine and in truth, you're here. Let me fill your heart with joy and laughter. Togetherness, well, that's all I'm after. Just call my name and I'll be there. I'll be there to protect you with an unselfish love that respects you. That is your genuine, pure energy, and it's beautiful. But the thing is, because you are so open and tender-hearted, I don't get that there's very much protection around you. There's all of these pictures are just individual people. There's no groups, and there's not really any like barriers or borders. And in this one, it's like you're doing the best to guard yourself, but it's your arms, and you still have love flowing from you. I hope that that's in frame. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're doing your best to protect your heart, and you still have love flowing from you. And it's like so it's genuine, but there's not much protection. So you can tend to be, because you're so open and you're giving this love, you can tend to attract these very wolf-like energies around you that lie in wait, and they wait for you to move into this fear energy. Okay, so the bottom of the deck that you have is 3 of Coins and the Emperor in reverse. I feel like these people wait for you to be down and out so that you have to come to them and ask them for help. And then once you have to ask them for help, then it's like that's when they can pretend to love you and kind of manipulate and move you, or try to anyway, in the way that they feel you need to move. And it's wild, because these cards feel unassuming. They feel like nothing. You have the King of Cups energy, you have the 8 of Cups, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, and then you have the 5 of Cups here. And it feels so unassuming. So the King of Cups, loving card, very emotionally stable, but I don't know, when I look at it, it just looks so suspicious to me. Like, why does he have a chair in the middle of the ocean? And what is he looking at? Like, he looks awfully calm. He looks like he's strategizing. What is he doing? Like, these are the types of questions that's going through my mind. That's how I feel about this energy, where it's like they present like they're Queen of Wands. Everything is great. King of Wands. They're so boisterous and, passionate and fiery, and let's move past the troubles and all of these things. But it's like, I don't know. Pops would say once you're bitten by the snake, the paranoia makes you pop a lizard in the face. And I feel like you sense this in your energy. I almost feel like I don't even really have to tell you. Like, you might, because I'm just being drawn again to how she's has her arms crossed. So you might actually have withdrawn into yourself. You might be self-protecting. You might have your walls and defenses up. You might be very isolated. But I feel like there's an element of vulnerability and like a high alert, like you're nervous, fight or flight, survival mode. Like, you might be in fight or flight or mode right now, and super defensive, because it's just you protecting you. And it's like, I don't know how much longer I can do this on my own, especially you, because you're like this ooey gooey gushy, like, let me fill your heart with joy and laughter. Togetherness, well, that's all I'm after. Literally, that's you. Togetherness, well, that's all I'm after. You know what I mean? And not only that, but you're the person that will come in. It's like you're a forgiving person. So if really this person, I think that you've gone through this cycle a couple times in the past where you've seen how this person has treated you. Whether this is an archetype or a specific person, like I mentioned before, maybe like a parental figure, whoever it is, it's very masculine, dominant, controlling in an unhealthy way. And so I feel like you've been in cycles where you've forgiven and then opened your heart again, only for it to be like, oh my God, I heard pulverized, and I'm seeing like what's it called? Like a meat grinder being turned into like ground beef. It's like that. Like, that's what you've experienced over and over and over. So now your heart, like I said, there's no accident that I said you have this like tender little ooey gooey heart, because that's literally what you have. Based on these, like, it's like you're tough, but your experiences has turned this into your heart into like, it barely holds itself together. So you're like, it can't take another thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of sad because it's like whoever what they like this aspect of you where, how can I describe this? It's like they like this innocence, this purity of heart and spirit, because it is so forgiving and loving and nurturing. Okay, hold on, because there's another side message coming through. Okay, so I think that you are okay, that makes sense. So you have a fear of intimate union because this person has betrayed that, where they pretended to be nurturing and loving and intimate and cared and tell me all your problems and let me da da da, and then they say, okay, well, do this thing, and then they lay out this path for you or whatever it is. They tell you what you need to do, and then as soon as you don't fall in line, or if you're like, no, I think you're misunderstanding, or you call, I don't want to say call them out, because you're not the type of person to attack. Like, you just simply address, I don't like this thing. They attack you because they sense this softness, this kind of lack of defense. You don't really have very strong defenses to begin with. I want to say, like, energetically, you are protected on a spiritual level. I just heard, I'm like hesitant to use this kind of language, but like, I just heard God himself is protecting you because you are one of the purest of his children, of his people on earth. I don't usually like to use this kind of language, but this is what's coming through. So you are protected energetically, right? But like, in your real world, everyday interactions, you do this is going to make me emotional, because it's like you do your best, but somehow you still end up getting beat up. Even when you isolate and you pull away and it's just like you and like one new friend, it's like somehow you still seem to have an experience with that one new friend where it's that, or life, or like, let's say pick yourself up and you're like, all right, well, that was a shitty experience. So now I've dusted myself off and let me try to get up and move forward. And then it's like, boom, life knocks you down again. You know what I mean? And you're just like, I'm hearing someone like weeping this song, like, I just want togetherness. Like, that's all I'm after. You know what I mean? And that's you. And so now you're in it's like I feel like okay, so the way that it's coming through is like when someone is in fight or flight mode for so long, or they're in a state of like trauma, like PTSD, post-traumatic stress, their thought processes are not reliable. I heard coherent. It's like they're not coherent in their decision making, because any decision is made from like a panic perspective. You know what I mean? So this feels like desperate energy. I'm not calling you desperate. I mean, like, this feels like your energy is in desperate need of true divine nurturance and protection. Like you just need a freaking respite. Do you know what I'm saying? And like, I feel that. So yeah. So, yeah, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. I feel like I don't know how to explain this, because I almost want to say like, ease up out of that, but I don't know that you know how to. Like, that is the essence of who you are. Do you know what I'm saying? And especially in this, in like this, I don't know. It's like, oh, group 2, I am giving you so much love. This is, you need love. I feel like you need genuine nurturance. Like, you need someone to pour into your cup. I don't want to say like, not because you can't do it yourself. I feel like because you just can't at this moment. You can't at this moment. Like, you are the person that would benefit from group 1. And you are the person that group 1 should be helping. This is the appropriate level of need from a person, not the other energy that was liked them for who they are. So, yeah. Oh, I just heard, I just need help getting back up on my feet. Like, I just need some rest. This Five of Cups, yeah, man. Like, you really feel like put out right now. I'm just getting the energy. I heard, I don't know who I can trust. Like, I'm just getting the energy. Like, it's like you can't, you don't. It's like I feel like you know who you cannot trust, and it's people that you thought that you should be able to trust. It's the people, like, it may be a mother and a father. Like, you can't trust them to provide the nurturance, the care, the tenderness, to see you as a human being, to not hold you to such high standards of perfection, and to allow you to be a human who makes mistakes sometimes and need downtime to, like, get yourself back up. I'm hearing, I need a little time. Like, that's what you need. You need a little time. You need a little time to not have to give or produce or show up or be or meet this deadline or do this thing or go, 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 go. Like, you are, this is beyond depletion. This is beyond burnt out. I almost want to say this is beyond depression. Like, this is straight up. I want to say, like, you are, like, living in panic. If this doesn't apply, don't take it. It just feels like, this is like supreme fight or flight mode. Ay. You might have, with this, I don't know. Yeah. With this Three of Coins and Emperor in reverse, you might have recently, like, lost a job or lost some means of making money, some means of, like, income. And now I'm drawn to this Five of Cups again. Like, I feel like someone's just like ready to give up. Oh, man. Yeah, this is tough. This is tough, group one. I feel like I don't even know what I can even offer you because I'm just a person on a screen, you know? And I recognize how unhelpful it is when you're at this point to just hear words of encouragement. Like, you need action oriented. You need a decisive, strong, masculine person. You need a group one, you know, someone that is capable and doesn't have any expectation of you, that can let you heal yourself, because you're not asking, I feel like you don't need someone, you're not asking someone to, like, just do everything for you, you know what I mean? Like, you're, like, asking, you need a respite. You need a respite so that you can get back up and then do for yourself, so that you're not a burden on other people, and then you can give back to the, you know, the other person, like group one or whoever. Like, you just need a moment, man. Oh, gosh. I'm so sorry, group two. This is really tough, and I promise you I can relate to this way more than you might think. So I am sending you love and prayers. I'm so sorry. That's the best that I can do right now. I really hope that this gets better for you, and that you know, your rescue is sent in, because I mean, I don't mean this in a codependent way, but you legitimately need rescue. So that is what I have, group two. If you found that this message did resonate, first of all, I'm sorry. That's really tough. I appreciate you being here and sharing your energy. Thank you. Let me know in the comments if there's something that I can do to help, or if you even just want some extra prayers and love. I don't know, personal reading. Yeah, let me know. Anyways, I will see you in the next video. Bye. much. Okay, so this energy is not at all like what I suggested in the, or what I picked up on in the reading. The other two piles were, this is so wonderful. Okay, so what you have, oh, this is all right. Let me just get my thoughts about me. Okay, first of all, you have the companion card. It says loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. The person that you have here is Banshee Grief. So this is a person that, this may be like a past relationship. This is totally coming through in like romantic relationship. But take this how it applies. But this is someone that you had a like falling out with of sorts, right? A separation. You might be in separation with this person. And the thing is, this person, I think, was, so the shadow attribute for this is betrayal by misusing confidence, loss of personal identity. I feel like this person was, I want to say projecting onto you their own misuse of confidence, and like labeling you as that and interacting with this. Like, I'm getting that they may have mislabeled you in some way and then interacted with this mislabel. It's really standing out to me how her ears are closed. And this kind of reminds me of like the stepmother from Tangled, right? Or like Rapunzel. Tangled is the modern version. Anyways, and how it's very like narcissistic and malicious, intentionally like manipulative. So I can't tell if it's like this person may have been in that energy in the past, or if that was someone that was around them that influenced them to treat you and interact with you in that way. They may have tried to label you as that. This is kind of reminding me of group one, where the person that was around group one and what they liked about group one was a manipulative person, where they didn't want anyone to get close to group one because it threatened their position. So they would project out and say, oh, this person is manipulative, or they're a gold digger, or they just want this from you, or they whatever, when really that's who they are. You know what I mean? That's their lens. That's how they operate. And so it's like group one would have believed that. And if group one was your person, that's how they treated you. Do you get what I'm saying? So that, I don't know if that's going to make sense. That makes sense to me because I heard group one, but it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is like this other person is, I want to say this other person is group one, honestly, is how it's coming through, but only take that if that applies. But it's like there's another person that was in a relationship dynamic and something happened and there's grief, right? So I don't want to put too much focus on that because that's not the message here. There is grief, yes, and there is a sadness on both ends. And so what they love about you is they have realized that they love you. What they like about you is that they love you. They realize that you are not at all that person that they thought you to be. They projected onto you. The number 33 is standing out here to me. You may be younger than this person. They might have labeled you as immature, actually, and that you didn't have your own identity. But they're realizing it's not true. I'm just hearing like, it's not true. They're realizing it's not true. You have loyalty, tenacity, and unselfish. Like you are actually, I think that, I feel like, okay, so the way that this is how your person feels. Like they can't even get words out. Okay, your song, like they can't even get words out or like coherent thoughts because it's almost like they're so captivated. Like loyalty is standing out. They are so captivated by your loyalty and your tenacity. I'm getting from this like how it's almost like how, because from your energy, it's reciprocal. These two songs that came out, You have, I'm so in love with you, and I hope you know, darling, your love is more than worth its weight in gold. We've come so far, my dear. Look how we've grown. I want to stay with you until we're gray and old. That's your energy. This person, I know I misbehaved and you made your mistakes, and we both still got room left to grow. And though love sometimes hurts, I still put you first and we'll make this thing work. But I think we should take it slow. This is like same, but different. You guys are saying the same thing, which is, I love you. I'm going to be here forever. We can take our time. And yes, we've grown. We've come so far. We've made mistakes. You know what I mean? Like, it hurts sometimes, but like, we're here. Say You Won't Get Let Go and Ordinary People by John Legend. That's your energy towards each other. You know what I mean? Where it's like you guys are acknowledging what happened. Not in a way that's blaming or that you have to be stuck in that energy. It's just like, damn, yo, like we went through that and that was tough, but I'm still rocking with you if you're rocking with me. Well, I don't even think it's an if. Like, it's like I'm still rocking with you. That's how it's coming through. Definitely from your energy. And from their energy too, but it's like theirs is a little more, I'm getting like I wonder if you don't have any. Well, you have Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, okay, you have because that was the other thing. It's like Eight of Pentacles and Nine of Cups. Exactly. It's like the overall energy is like this person wants to work on, they want to work towards something. They want to work towards this fulfillment, but in a very healthy relationship kind of way. This is like you guys have a foundation of friendship where you guys can maintain your individuality. There is no loss of personal identity, where they can be them, you can be you, and you guys can work towards this shared goal and be in a union, in a partnership, in a romance, in however you want to label it, a marriage, whatever it is, but you guys are still individuals. That's what I get from this, and I think that that's so beautiful because, come on, okay, so you have the Eight of Pentacles here, which is the depiction of two. There's two people working on something for a shared common goal where both of you guys have your fulfillment in each other and then in your lives, in pursuing your passions, whatever that is. Do you get what I'm saying? Where there's like freedom for both of you guys to love each other and be a companion to each other and support each other and uplift each other and encourage each other on your path, and you guys are going on your path side by side, and it's like it's like intertwined and it weaves. Do you know what I mean? And when I say it weaves out, I don't mean like you guys are separate from each other. It's just you guys are able to maintain your own personhood, your own individuality, which is, I think, is fantastic because there's no threat of loss of personal identity for either of you. It's very important for both of you guys to maintain your sense of identity, your sense of freedom, to not have to forego your personhood because you're in a relationship. That's so important for the both of you guys, and both of you guys see that. And so what I'm getting is like traumas from your own past relationships that got you to the point of feeling this way and needing this freedom is what created this friction between you guys, so that you guys can both heal it ultimately, and that created this grief on both sides, on both parties. You know what I mean? There's no innocent or guilty party. It's just, do you get what I'm saying? Like, and so now there's like this what this person loves about you, what they like about you is your loyalty, your tenacity, and your unselfishness. I think that this other person made more direct and intentional actions, I want to say, like, in quotes, against you, to hurt you because they felt hurt. And I don't even want to get into the details about that. That's not significant. But what I'm saying is, like, this person is almost like amazed at the fact that it's not amazed. This person is there. I think they're appreciative. They're in awe of how, like, they're amazed at your loyalty to them, how persistent and tenacious you are. I just heard unrelenting in your pursuit for love with that. I feel like, I don't know why I feel like I need to be like careful about how I'm saying this, but it's like, okay, the way that it's coming through is like, if you see this person, the core of who they are, and it's this as well. Like, they're a beautiful person. And okay, this is what it is. This person, what they really like about you is that you're not holding them like to their mistakes. So how can I say this? It's like you're not depicting their character based on like any mistakes that they might have made. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't feel like I'm doing a good job of explaining this. What I'm trying to say is you're not looking at this person. This person is not their mistakes. That's how you're interacting with them. Like if you were to have a conversation with them, like you would be like, okay, you are not your mistakes. That mistake was shitty. And yes, we need to make sure that this doesn't happen again because that shit hurt the fuck out of me and I will not tolerate that. But you're not your mistakes. So once we acknowledge it and we figure out a plan to move on, there's no need to keep on bringing that up. It happened. So let's move forward. And as long as you don't keep repeating that shit, like we're fine. Because it's like, darling, your love is more than worth its weight in gold. I feel like that's your energy toward this person where it's like I feel almost like you towards this person is like, you got to let that shit go because I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm so in love with you and I hope you know your love is more than worth its weight in gold. I feel like this person, it's like that's new for this person. I'm drawn to the person this one who has her. I think this person is used to being in like toxic ass relationships where whoever they were in a relationship with would throw up their flaws or faults or past transgressions and perpetuate, make it worse, intentionally like evoke a reaction. That was the cycle that this person is used to. So for you to say like, I forgive you, you're still valuable, your value does not change, I love you, it's like I feel like this person, I'm seeing someone's like, whoa, and kind of like has to like restabilize. Like it's almost like this person's like, whoa, did that just happen? Like I'm hearing, and I'm a little unsteady. So I feel like it's like this person has to like find their balance. But anyways, now that they've like kind of restabilized and found their balance and they see like, this is real. This is really who you are. You really are loyal. You really are tenacious. You really are unselfish, Now we move down here. Why do they love this about you? Two of Wands, the Universe, Eight of Swords, King of Swords, and the Lover's card. How do they benefit from this? Well, I feel like they see themselves like really growing and expanding with you, and like in choosing you, it's like choosing their self. Yes, in choosing you, it's choosing their self. Because with you, again, you're not confining this person. They can expand and grow just as you. Because I don't think that this person has intentions to confine you either. You know what I mean? It's almost like the both of you guys like have this energy of, the word that I keep getting is expansiveness. There's no like, this doesn't feel like jealous energy where it doesn't feel, okay, the way that it's coming through is like, this feels inspired. It feels inspired. It feels encouraged. It feels like you guys like pump fuel into each other. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like as you're pouring into that person, person's pouring into you, and you guys are just growing. So like there's that. What they don't want from you anymore is this Eight of Swords. They don't want to hurt you anymore. They don't want you to be in your mind and anxiety. I feel like they don't want you to continue to blame yourself for their actions, basically. Why? Because I feel like they want to choose you. I feel like they want to cut off any other like karmics, flings, any other. I just heard insignificant people of insignificant. I heard insignificant value, like people of any casual flings, like people of insignificant value for this lover's energy, this real true love. This is worth more than its weight in gold. This is more than worth its weight in gold. I want to stay with you until we're gray and old. Man, what a freaking... I love this so much. It's so beautiful. I'm not just saying that. Like, I know... it's so... this energy. I feel like I want to... How do I feel? I feel... like I'm at a loss for words. I feel like I'm at a loss for words, and I think that's your, I don't know if that's your energy. I don't know whose energy that is. Hell, it might just be mine. But I feel like I'm tapping into somebody's energy. I'm at a loss for words because this is just so. I feel like this is how your person feels about you, where it's like, I didn't know this could exist. That's how this feels. I didn't know this could exist. But something's coming through about like, speaking up. So I don't know that they've even communicated this to you. Because like my voice is starting to get, or not my voice, sorry, my throat is starting to get really like scratchy, and it's almost like, I don't know, I kind of want to ask why. Like I kind of want to ask why aren't they saying this to you? Because Two of Pentacles, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. Two of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, the Star. I feel like they're waiting to, this person is like Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so before they make an offer. Okay, I feel like this person is like waiting for their fates to change and for their fortune to change, but also like for something to heal. There's the situation where it's like, it feels like there needs to be like a decision that needs to be made with this Two of Pentacles. Not that they haven't, it's like, I feel like in their heart, in their soul, in their energy, they have decided on you. They're committed towards you, but they're waiting on something, like some sort of decisive, I don't know, like decision, action, or something. Like something to be finalized is what I'm getting. For some of you guys, I heard child support, so maybe it's something like that. Maybe DNA test, I heard. Maybe something having to do with paternity. I just heard, I don't want to come to you with that shit. Like, they don't want to come to you with all this extra baggage and stuff. So, yeah, so, I don't know. That kind of makes me sad. Because I feel like love to, like, I almost want to say, like, unconditional love conquers all. It overcomes this type of stuff. Do you know what I mean? It almost feels like unfair to you. Nine of Wands, exactly. Like you're like, no. And then the Queen of Pentacles. Exactly. You're like, I'm the fucking value. Fuck all this other Wheel of Fortune shit that you're waiting on. I'm the value. I am the value. You're like, Nine of Wands. Like, I've had enough. I've had enough. I'm getting like, I've had enough time without you. Like, I've had enough life without you. Oh, that makes me kind of sad. I feel like your energy is like, I do not care. I do not care. I don't know if you guys are in communication, but like, I feel like you're like, fucking talk to me about it. Like, I do not care. It's like, because it feels like this person is like making a decision. They're taking your choice to make a decision about it. Not that you would like say like an ultimatum or anything. It's almost like your ability to feel how you feel about the situation, or to process, or whatever it is, or to decide, yes, I'm in this with you, or no, this is not a thing for me, or whatever it is. Like, it's like they're taking that choice away from you by not telling you and not giving you the chance to have the conversation with them. They're just deciding for you how you would respond, and that's not fair. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, but so I almost feel like, what can I don't know. That's for that person to recognize. But yeah, so that is what I have for you. That's what they like about you, group 3. This is beautiful. The other two were a little bit more of like a warning pile. So this is great. This is lovely. I super love this reading, and I hope you did too. If you did, let me know in the comments. I appreciate your interaction, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.